All right, guys, I am back at the bank to do my monthly coin cash in, and I am super pumped today. I believe this is more quarters than I've ever had, and I'm hoping we break that 2,000. That's my guess right there. Now, these are mostly quarters. There are going to be some nickels and dimes in here as well. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. We'll start with the little bin first. I'm going to let the coins do most of the talking for this video. I'll catch up with you guys periodically here. I do got to give a little shout out to Midwest Coin Hunter today. Another YouTuber saw me at the bank today, said hi. That was very nice. But anyway, we are off to the races, you guys. Quickly approaching $200. All right, so we got our first 500 right there. So we're off to a great start here. Of course, as I say that, this machine freezes up, but it kicked back in. We're back in action. All right, we just emptied out our first full bin right there. Making our way to the $1,000 mark. We got tons of quarters left. All right, broke $1,000. Saving that big bucket for last. Dump the rest of that one in there. All right, now we're going to be tossing in some handfuls of coins. I will be dropping an unedited version of this coin cash in on my second YouTube channel tomorrow. So please be on the lookout for that. I'll link it. All right, and unfortunately, this thing shut down on me. Had to get some assistance over, and it's been a while since this has happened, but they had to print out that first receipt, so it's going to be 2 transactions. So we're not going to get that full total on the screen at the end, but I will add the numbers up and show you guys the total today. All right, and just as I'm ready to dump this bucket, another freeze up. So it's probably my fault for putting the coins in too fast. Luckily, it did kick back on. All right, last couple handfuls. I didn't want to dump it after that because I was afraid, but let's give it a go. Try to add these in at a nice steady rate here. All right, and that is the last of them. I'm pretty worried here that we are not hitting the $2,000. which I have to tell you I was pretty confident in today. Throw some of these rejected coins back in there. We'll take a look at those in a minute here. All right, guys, and our second total right there. Here's all the rejected coins. There's always a handful of 2023 coins that will not be accepted. But here we go, guys, $1,979.46 today. So close to the $2,000. And there was still 1 penny that snuck in there. And after that, I did stop by one of my vending locations. We got this honor box we keep full of snacks. And it's only been a handful of days since we've been here. And this thing is completely emptied again. Looks like there's a lot less bills in here than usual. But that's because they're bigger bills. I've never seen a 20 in the honor box. There was a couple 10s there. Still a good chunk of ones. Started counting this out. And I went ahead and counted out 60. I got 60 in the hand. We'll count the rest together. Should be $71 if everything is paid for. So we're at 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. And then we've got 71 and 75 cents. So everything has been paid for. Got the bonus 75 cents there. I'm going to go ahead and start restocking this thing. If you guys want to see the full restock of this honor box, that'll be out today on my second channel. That channel's called Top Line Unedited. Got some cookies going in here. All right, loading up the candy bars. We added a bunch of good chips in here too. So we got some Hershey's Dark Chocolate, the Crunch Bar. Throw a couple salted nut rolls in here. I was running kind of low on candy bars today, so I put in what I could. Still got a nice assortment though, a couple Milky Ways and a handful of Snickers to end it here. All right, so there we go. Leaving 47 items in the honor box today. We'll be back next week, I'm sure. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. We'll see you in the next one.